Alright, we are trespassing on the boatman. Investigate the captain's cabin. The room is Spartan. The bed looks uncomfortable. Someone has arranged her pillows and a surprising number of moldering stuffed toys beneath her sheets in the semblance of a sleeping form. The only other furniture in the room is a barren writing desk with a journal and a pen abandoned upon it. You can hear weeping somewhere far away. Let's read the captain's log. Reading the captain's log provides a few clues. 11th of September, 1903. Line manager insists we shave a day and a half from the round trip. Navigator plotted a new course. 12th of September, 1903. Set to make memoriam in good time. 13th of September. Scout reports weft of unraveled time on our bearing. Have instructed pilot to hold course and our schedule. You haven't found a single coffin, and the hold is locked from the outside. Captain would have her keys with her, but you've not found her body. Either the captain felt the need to lock the hold before abandoning her engine, or she's still inside. The door to the hold is secure against everything but your determination, and a crowbar. So Brave Wild Hog is gonna be so big. Yeah, hognoses are giant drama noodles. They're so hissy-pissy. Behind the wreckage, you find a row of coffins, like blackened teeth. There's a sudden muffled banging, as if something is knocking on the underside of a lid. Let's explore the hold. You move through the hold, which is as large as a wealthy family's mausoleum, casting your light before you. Shadows flee, revealing chains holding some of the coffins closed, scuff marks on the floor, a few shreds of black and silver cloth. An incessant scratching comes from a coffin, knocking from another. Your signaler startles, then stumbles, falling face first onto a coffin, which rocks angrily. The lid slides off to reveal the boatman's captain, gagged, bound, and still very much alive. Footsteps approach, slowly as though dragged. Your stoker shrieks. Figures appear at the hold door, mantled in shadow. Who are they? What do they want? You raise your torch, illuminating the figures in the door. This provokes shrieks from your crew. Sallow-skinned, hollow-eyed, decaying corpses are blocking your escape. Bloody ribcages, broken skulls, exposed bone, and sloughing flesh. Cadavers. What good are weapons against the walking dead? Distressingly, the cadavers join in, mumbling, rasping, and otherwise mangling the words. When you finish, the leader, a tall, tattered man in a stoker's uniform, thanks you.
Very grateful for you leading us in that, Captain.
Approach the corpses. And pull off the ridiculous corpse mask. Let's introduce ourselves. Only polite. The corpse nods stiffly. Its fingers close around your own. There's an uncomfortable moment where you almost leave with more fingers than you started with, but eventually, and with many a courteous "excuse me," you extract yourselves.
We're glad you didn't run away,
The skeletoness says. The deceased stoker sends another corpse to fetch brandy for your crew.
The captain,
He says mournfully,
had a habit.
what the brandy lacks in quality, it makes up for in potency.
Now,
The stoker says when the last of the glasses have been handed out.
I think an explanation is required. I should apologize.
He says,
We've not had any visitors since the mutiny. Couldn't predict how you'd react. Driving you off with a haunting seemed safest. Almost had you.
a decaying lady cackles. The fruit in her hat has fused with the exposed parts of her cranium. The stoker clears his crumbling throat.
While our bodies were being transported, the captain steered us through a carelessness in time. Things have gotten tangled, you see. As far as our minds are concerned, we haven't died, but our bodies beg to differ. Vociferously. The last thing I remember from when I was alive is saying farewell to my husband, then heading to the station.
He looks down at the captain in her coffin.
She's getting agitated again. We've been very decent, considering they tried to throw us into the incinerator the moment we climbed out of our boxes. Anyway, we thought we might face the same treatment elsewhere, so we set out into the wild. But here we are, stuck without fuel. We'd appreciate the help.
Approach the corpse. Practice necromancy. Well, they're already animated. Because it's wibbly wobbliness in time. Speak with the happy dead. Speak with the unhappy dead. The dead are torn between returning to London and seeking a new home. The captain and crew are restrained in their coffins. Their mouths are stained with the residue of corned beef, which the dead have been feeding them. I see. So we have multiple factions. Let's speak with the unhappy dead first.
I had a nice tea shop in London. Opened it with my Bertie. With words of a new strain coming from an Eleutheria. Last I knew, I was on my way to the station to pick it up.
She pauses to pluck a wax peach out from the fracture in her skull.
All this,
She gestures at her skeletal form.
is just an inconvenience. Coming back is an opportunity, and one I'd be a fool to miss. I'm not the only one who feels this way.
All right, what does the happy dead have to say? The stoker adjusts his jaw to make his speech more intelligible.
Damnable thing, really. Last thing I remember from life before this is wishing him goodbye.
A sigh rattles through his skull.
I wouldn't want him to see me like this.
He gestures to the assemblage of cadavers behind him.
It's the same for all of us. No idea what we'd go back to, or who, or if we'd even be allowed. Better to have a fresh start.
What does the living have to say? The moment you remove the gag from the captain's mouth, she bursts into speech.
Get us out of here! They closed the coffin lids on us! I cannot bear another second!
She pauses to regain a degree of self-control.
I know we were a bit hasty popping them in the incinerator, but it was horrible. Coffins bursting open, shrieking bodies wondering where their tea was or why they couldn't see.
She shudders.
But please, this is a nightmare.
Arrange to take the living home. We'd appreciate having our coffins back. You haul the captain out of her coffin. The dead keep their distance, perhaps sensing their help is unlikely to be appreciated.
Bloody savior you are,
the captain whispers. Come on, lads. All aboard the captain's train. We'll sort out what we're going to say to the line manager on the way back. The crew of the boatmen leave their train for yours. Your quartermaster can arrange the details of their crossing and provisioning. All right, we're escorting the crew of the boatmen to the most serene mausoleum. Okay, and then let's take the grumbling dead back to London. Chaperone gasps.
You would? Oh, I can smell my own dusty tea shop already.
Her voice gives out, but she conveys her feelings via a sudden crushing embrace. Bones crack before she releases you. Fortunately, only hers. All right. So I know they needed fuel. All right, so I think I need to drop them both off before I can come back to them for their last thing. But I need to repair my ship anyway now, so Once again, we have distracted ourselves and delayed our departure from Albion. Ah, the gnomes! No! Well, I feel like the gnomes might be safe from all of the undead. Whether the happy, the unhappy, or the not dead. Think of what your head pats. Oh, shit. Welcome on by, Sugar Benoy. I hope you're having a fantastic evening. All right, if he's gonna fuck off, I'm gonna let bygones be bygones and stay far away because we have way too low health to be fucking around with that shit. And I went too far south from the Clockwork Sun. Oops. You want to eat ramen, but you're too lazy to make it. Oh no. My problem is I rarely have leftovers, or I rarely have leftovers. Rarely have a stocked kitchen because I can't bring myself to make anything new until I've eaten all of the leftovers. That's just because this is growing up. I was always the person diving into the fridge for whatever to reheat before cooking anything. Hi. Hi. Well, Kai, the scale is on the other car now, because now I'm in control. I push the buttons to shout the people out. All of you, I need you to see front and center. We have one Kai Enma, artist and garbage Oni extraordinaire. And I know they just went flying into the void. While they are trying to get back, scramble over to their channel and just start following them before they can stop you. It is really the best use of your time. Goodbye, everyone. It was nice knowing you. I hope you're doing well, Kai. I did an amazing, like I was talking earlier about getting variants of Dreki, and I pitched to them to do like a glitch Dreki, and I was like, you know what, just do whatever, and holy shit, did they fucking do it. I would bring it up, but it could potentially be eye strain for some persons, but it is beautiful. It is absolutely fantastic. Actually, just sub a refill Dreki, like no, I think it's you, Kai. You see, I can do this. Which feels like cheating, but I'll allow it. That's like the Obama meme where it's Obama putting a medal on Obama. Who's getting the gift sub now, Kai? You've slithered into the wrong ziggurat. Or the right ziggurat. All right, so let's. Didn't we have something here? Did I not pick up the prospect? I didn't pick up the prospect. I see. All right, we'll get some more bullets, I guess. And then some fuel. Ah! All right, Chimera. All right. I can't believe you. I can't believe you do this to me. I forgot to deliver the thing at Whirlbury. Damn it. Oh no! All the slug cats! Oh, and there's a Dreki dog. Oh, but it's hidden behind the rivulet. Just gooping it all up in there. Oh, my back.
I drink the water, delivers on me, and then I have to go put the water somewhere else 5 minutes later.
All hours of the day,
all hours of the night, no matter what I'm doing, my life is interrupted by piss.
Thank you for the hydrate. Okay, so we have the ministry stamp permits to get glass half full out, or glass half glass empty. Yeah. Why did it not let him out? Do I need to go to someone specific? Hold on. Maybe I need to go to the Terpsichore vault.
Hold on, give me a second.
No, Kai, no!
Oh, crap!
The frogs!
Oh, the frogs!
They can't. No, shit! You don't understand! The Clockwork Sun! No, they're susceptible! They're gonna turn into glass! What are they gonna do if they're glass? You fool! You fool, Kai! Now we have glass frog. Actually, glass frogs probably look really cool. Ended up taking a nap. I mean, I support naps. Everyone should be allowed to take afternoon naps. I, for one, love to take a nap after lunch because lunch makes me eepy. The steward takes the permits, shuffles through them, then drops them straight into a waste paper bin. Seems to be in order, she says. I don't know why we were tasked with keeping prisoners here anyway. As far as I'm concerned, my job is to keep the bally lights on, not mess around in politics. Come on. I need to supervise releases personally. Not that it's ever come up before. Her mouth is a grim line as she read-ons her helmet. Oh, that is the wrong voice for her. I forgot. She is like 90% glassified and is like in excruciating pain. I don't know what's going on out there today. Anyway. Root. Thank you, says the freed prisoner. He pauses, struggling with himself, and then simply repeats, thank you. Shuffling awkwardly, partly assisted by your crew, the glass half empty boards your train. He doesn't know where he wants to go yet, he says. Just away. Interesting. All right, now we need to go to Mausoleum, London. Then we GTFO. We're so close to a level. Just another 1400 experience. Yeah, unfortunately, although the Empress killed the sun and built the Clockwork Sun to replace it to keep this area alive and lit, the Clockwork Sun's light has some interesting properties. Namely, it seems to turn bones to glass if you're exposed to it. So I'm thinking, like, with all these rocks turning to glass, it's more like just turning calcium and any other stone adjacent material into glass. Killing the sun was a great idea. Yeah, you know, that sun kind of gave the Empress a bit of lip, and it just had to demonstrate the might of Britannia by using the unclear bomb on it. And kind of like some of the speedrunning Ice has been doing, you know, you could maybe think of, I forgot that I did that. If you like if you like godlike entities slaying everything, you could maybe watch Ice do some speedrunning in Rain World. Although I think you're also doing a bit of Metal Gear Solid, working through, I think the third one is the one you're still on, or the 3D modeling that Ice is amazing at. I get it, bombs are fun. Failed to get some panes of glass. Oh, we lost 5 crew. Oh shit. Oh shit. All right, we are no longer going to the mausoleum. We are going straight to London. Third one failed to launch at all for some reason, and today it worked. That is weird. Yeah, I was expecting to lose. All right, we lose 1 crew. Fine. We lost 5 crew. That's not good. Because when you're below 50% crew, you start having negative events. I love how I keep getting 69 experience from finding areas. It's just very nice. Let's go west, and then I can come through. I love how, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 7 layers to the background. Like, so pretty. It's like an onion. Exactly. If the onion was space, I guess. I also just love the just casual absurdity that 1, we're in space. 2, there's air and wind and stuff. 3, we are sailing. And 4, we are a train. Spunyon. Exactly. London is like a spunyon. It's full of layers in space. Space layers. Not to be confused with space lasers. All right, so we need to deposit the dead. All in all, your navigator admits they've not been bad passengers, despite their insistence on joining the crew for meals, watching enviously, and, in one regrettable instance, dropping a jawbone into the stew. The behatted chaperone sees her charges off the engine with efficiency and tenderness. Charges slowly disappear into the teeming smog of London. When the last is gone, she turns to you. Would you come with me? I'm not sure how my husband will take my return. Sure. Might be tea at the end of it. She rubs her skull. In case you can't tell, Captain, I'm smiling. She leads you through the crowded thoroughfares to a quiet street just behind St. Dominic's. There, a little tea shop is waiting. Her husband sits inside. Well, tea for 3 steeps, he weeps. And he eventually composes himself. We are repaid for her return, with tea, as well as coin. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, and the new law. Let's turn that in. You present the new law in its ceremonial purple cushion box. Not to the Empress, of course. The servants whisper that this is for the best. The last time someone disturbed her, she became displeased. Wait, hold on. The last time somebody disturbed the Empress, she became displeased. Instead, a page takes the honor of removing the finely written vellum scroll from the box, ceremonially tearing it from top to bottom, lighting it on fire, and ceremonially stamping the burning pieces to ash. A parliamentary envoy waits for you outside, bearing a bonus for having got a new bill at least this far. She blew up the sun. Hold up, I gotta count the scales. Come back. Ow. Never. Although that, you know, actually that's an interesting thing, because a lot of snakes, you can identify them by counting their scales and seeing the scale patterns. They're pretty consistent for the most part. But if I'm polymorphing my size, does my scales scale with my change in size? I've never pondered that. I'll need to think on that. All right, so port reports. And then we repair so I don't die. Not where I meant to go. We need to go to the shipyards, repair our locomotive, fully repair our locomotive. So are you egg, small mammal, or insect consumer? Your brain is bigger than my own. I mean, there are snakes that eat insects. Garter snakes are the ones that come to mind. They eat like slugs and small insects. If you could rate on a scale how the scaling on your scaling scales, you know, Kai, you know, you've removed the scales from my eyes. You know, we'll have to see what scales that I can find to scale this mountain of scaled. Shit! Ah, no! Ah, I lost the train of thought. My train of thought derailed. No! Ah, I could have. We had a good combo going. Almost had a good combo going. Fuck. I actually would love to get an African egg eater, to be honest. The egg eaters are really neat snakes. Right, I'm not gonna get distracted with those. So turn in the tea, rockery, munitions, panes of glass. I have an open armor slot that I noticed. So let's see if there's like strong armor we could equip, maybe. I mean, something is better than nothing at the end of the day. Just give us a little bit more health. And then we need to hire some more crew. Why can't I hire? There we go. Hire crew at St. Dominic's. 4 to 6. Hey, success! We're back at max. I cannot keep freaking out a dog trying to eat a ball. No, don't. It's too big for. Oh. And then pass out from the adrenaline rush. Well, like the cool thing I remember seeing from some people who keep them is what they do is they will like put the egg. They'll just put the eggs randomly in the enclosure, and then the egg eaters will just kind of search them out and find them on their own. And I think that'd be a lot of fun to do. Just like hide and seek with the eggs so they can eat. They're also fairly thin. I don't know if they're light-bodied, but I might see if I could go like a bioactive, because if I could make bioactive with an egg eater, oh, that would be so sweet. Because then I wouldn't have to worry about finding the eggshells to put them up. I can let the eggshells naturally decompose and go into the ecosystem of a terrarium, which would be like a good way to get calcium or whatever shit into the soil for plants and shit. What am I doing? I need some fuel. I need some supplies. All right, and we needed to go to the mausoleum. I am not doing that. We'll just grab nothing. Grab nothing. We're good. So mausoleum, and then transit relay. Easter egg hunt for every meal. How cute. Yeah. It's tempting to just not drop them off and just go straight to the transit relay, but I feel like there's a potential for issues to happen. Because sometimes there are things where if you keep passengers, events might start happening. Because like in the Reach, you can get new pilgrims, and depending on how long it takes you to bring them to their destination, various things can happen. Like you can have a event fire mid-transit where they change their mind. You can have an event where if you take too long to get there, your reward is reduced, or you know, something a little negative happens. Damn resurrectionists! Oh shit! They're the ones with the rocket. Thankfully, we can outmaneuver them. Strafe! Joke's on you, I can go sideways. Oh, broadside, baby. Now you're DED dead. Give me your shit. Investigate the bodies. Gain unusual items. We got an uncanny specimen. Nice, nice. We do need those. London's dead, rest peacefully here, lest the resurrection men come for them. Does the fake sun space just have air in it? Is my question. Yes. Yeah, there's air. But it's like really cold, so that's why we have to get in our sky suits. I love that uncanny specimen. I want that for a title. Yeah, like, again, like, the just thematic theming and setting just drips in every aspect of this game. It's like, I really fucking love what they've done and written. And, like, it's really funny. Like, the whole reason, like, because this game is, yeah, it's a decently old. You know, it's a good few years old when it originally came out. And I played it way back then. And the whole reason I nuked my save file to do a fresh playthrough is I wanted to remind myself of the setting and get used to it again. Because they recently, in like the last month or so, came out with a game set in the fallen London, more like the Neath rather than the Sunless skies setting. But it is like a murder mystery visual novel kind of thing. And I do want to give it a spin But after reminding myself of the setting while playing this, it's like, well, I wanna finish this, and then we'll go on to that. Let's see, we can attend a funeral just to get a chunk of terror down, because my terror is running away. Drop off the crew of the boatman. The captain fiddles with her cufflinks as she accompanies you to the office of the Necropolis line. Her crew have scurried away. You don't have to come in, she says, not looking at you, but the manager's not going to be pleased. You put in a good word. She trails off. You've arrived at the unobtrusive black-painted door of the office. The knocker bears a grinning silver skull. Inside the office is a funerary, draped in indigo and accented with fussy silver fixtures. The line manager looks up from his desk and glowers at the captain. Where the bloody hell have you been? The line manager rants and rages till you manage to interject. Your mention of exceptional circumstances gives him pause, and your production of the captain's own log puts a stop to his complaints. He plainly does not believe you, but he seems afraid of anything in writing. He dismisses you both, but not without a significant reward for your trouble and your immediate departure. Outside, the captain deflates with relief. Thank you, thank you. I'll remember your kindness. Ooh, we got a cryptic benefactor. Interesting. Let us contemplate the dead sun for a free sky vision of the heavens. We have 24 now. Holy shit. I should have grabbed some Immaculate Souls. We still need to see what happens for the private viewing of the Tomb of the Prince Consort. And we'll do some moderate amount of terror. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and return to the nave. Is there any bargains? No. Cool. We'll grab some supplies and fuel because I can. And we're off. Okay. Now we swing one last time past the living dead, and then we are the fuck out of here. If I'm remembering correctly, I think the queen did kill the sun because it killed the prince consort, and like she was sad about that. I feel like that's what happened. I may be misremembering the events though. I can't wait until... Ooh, let's share food with them. We have plenty to spare, and we can use the terror reduction. In the Reach, there's a lot of things for me to assay, but I didn't have the assaying tool. So it's going to be interesting to see what we can get from those things back in the Reach now that we are able to interact with them. Oh, excuse me. Hey, free supplies. Food was left here. Did the owners plan to return? The food was for me! How nice of them to leave all that food! Now, I wonder if the boatman will have an effect, because we've seen a couple times or on a couple events where there will be a little indicator saying your crew is manned by the living, which I feel implies there's a way to have dead crew members. I wonder if I had open spots in my crew, if I could hire undead crew persons. And if that's true, what other possible differences would there be for having dead crew persons? Okay, so that's the edge of the world where there is darkness. Speak with the happy dead. Ramen to be cooking. Ooh, what kind? The stoker adjusts his jaw to make his speech more intelligible.
Good to see you again, comrade. As you can see, we're just getting ready to move off.
He considers the state of the engine around him.
Might be a while, mind. Got a lot of work to do.
He shakes your hand and shows you the exit.
Please, don't let me keep you.
All right. I guess there's nothing else for us to do here. Beef? Yeah, you can, whenever you create your character, you can select how you want to be addressed, and one of the options is comrade. And considering your character consists of basically just form of address and this little silhouette that you can customize, it's pretty flexible as far as how you want to be identified. Ooh, barrels of unseasoned hours. What is the fastest way to the portal? I guess more just going to be north. Yeah, it's kind of awkward, but that seems to be the best way. It'd be really awkward if I arrive there and I need to bring like a resource. Actually, while I'm going by, I might as well go to the Clockwork Sun just to grab the port report. Oh, we're so close to a level up. Holy shit. Just another 507 experience. A sound like a shower of diamonds. You've passed through a field of glass fragments. Hate word problems. Fuck math. Math do be like that sometimes. It be math, all right. Cut. You have obtained a tale of terror. Numbers are real and they can hurt you. That is true, Ice. That is very true. Oh, the half-glass passenger. Since he boarded your train, the empty silence has started to get on your crew's nerves. What kind of man doesn't even sit to play a round of cards when asked? Isn't he bored? All he wants to do is stare out of the windows. Worse, he hasn't told you where he wants to go. Crew are starting to worry he's a permanent addition. He turns to you, chewing his words. Finally, he spits them out.
I have a confession.
I miss the light of the sun. He avoids your gaze. I miss the pain of its touch. I miss the songs in my head. But I won't go back. I won't give them the satisfaction. So I want you to shatter me. Break me into 1,000 glittering pieces and let me bathe in the sun's light. Ayo? What? The sun's an addiction. Perhaps you can be rehabilitated. There's a place called Carillion where devils help agonized souls find healing. Perhaps they can help the empty recover from his dependence on the sun. It has to be better than being smashed to splinters. After much persuasion, he finally agrees to give it a try. Carillion will shatter me as sure as the hammer, he says. The difficult part comes after the repair. Sun blazes gold in your windows. Aurora, welcome on by. Welcome on by. Ooh, playing some more Baba Is You tonight? Well, I hope your brain has survived the squeezings, because I know Baba, those puzzles can get very twisty-turvy. Yep. I don't know how long you were going, but you usually stream very long, Aurorum. So it's your turn to get up, wiggle it out, leave a piss, take a water. Probably grab water from someplace different than you piss, but I'm not your keeper. You do you. You don't know me, I'm Dreki Wormer, Draconic Serpent, Flightless Dragon, or simply Worm on the internet. We're playing Sunless Skies. If y'all want to check out Aurorum, I have made that simple. They are a lovely, lovely little scug, doing some Rain World at times, doing other thinky games. I don't know, I've seen Factorio a few times. Baba Is You today, of course. You've certainly gotten a lot farther in Baba than I got to like a boss puzzle, or I think like an area end puzzle or something. And then as soon as I managed to solve that, I was like, well, I think I'm going to put this down for a bit. And then I just never went back to it. I probably would have to start all over from the beginning. One very hard level, otherwise pretty all right. Nice. I recommend a level at the end, and after 5 minutes I determined it was way too hard for me and instantly rated. Yes. Fuck this. I'm out. Deuces. Dragon, what kind of Eastern Mesoamerican based on it? Yes, Mesoamerican. Despite my vibrant plumage, I have no relation to Quetzalcoatl because I am unable to fly. I am a simple terrestrial worm, more closely related to Jormungandr than Quetzalcoatl. Let the winds take me. The winds failed to take me. I did like a video so you could see the level layout. The video was 7 minutes for the level. Oh, jeez. Can he eat queso quaddles? I now want... What would a queso quaddle be? I'm thinking maybe just like a really spicy queso? That doesn't seem right. It's really hard to get like spicy cheese because the fat from cheese tends to cut through spice. Rest and recover. We need the queso quetzalus. The Mesoamerican cheese. queso pretzels. Yes, yes. Ooh. No! Fuck you! Fuck off! Fuck you and your ship-seeking missiles. Ow. 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 And now y'all are making me want queso. I haven't had queso in a while. 'Cause I haven't had Mexican in a bit. There are some decent Mexican places, but it's like the really good one that I like. Their big thing is they have a lot of different margaritas. Since I have stopped drinking, I don't know. I don't know if I would enjoy it as much. It would feel kind of awkward because it's like half bar. Just like Mexican food? I mean, there's good stuff in all cuisines. I prefer earlier bed, so see you later. Saying, no problem, Aurora. Have a rejuvenating eep. And thanks for stopping on by. Thanks for stopping on by, and bye! Well, we don't have a ministry stamped permit. So we're going to be second class. 200 sovereigns or a 2 barrels of unseasoned. Yeah. So we go to customs. Nothing to declare. Never really liked it. All right, let's travel back to the Reach, everybody. You deliver the barrels to the relay's hour looms, which clank and grind. They spin the jacket of fresh time in which your locomotive will make its journey. Enclosed in your engine's pocket of hours, it is hard to say how long the passage will take. Unseasoned hours tend to be melancholy and anxious. Your journey is likely to be wearying. The machinery grinds and stirs. The steam starts to vent. The sigils of the edifice burn with sullen fire. A force like a great hand seizes your engine. And we're back. Back in the Reach. Now, it's good to be back. First, let's stop here for a spell.